How did Group 5 exhibit their critical thinking skills?
Critical thinking was a big part in the Latin translations. We knew some of the words and grammar from class, but other words we didn't. There was also no way to tell if we were right or not.
Critical thinking also helped a lot with other aspects of the project. If we had 2 or more pieces of evidence that we knew were connected, but we didn't know how, we would have to stop and think about it before coming up with a conclusion. How did collaborating with your teammates help you with this project?
At first, we weren't really sharing anything with each other, and our team wasn't working together. Our task forces weren't even working together all the time. We had trouble working alongside each other, and it was hard to get used to.
Like Lizzie said, not all the task forces were really working together and collaborating. The first day, there were a couple people in each task force that would go out and search for clues, and the other 1 or 2 would stay back and look over the evidence they received from the others. Once they looked everything over, they didn't really have much to do until the others came back.
Once we got the task forces to work together, we pulled them all together to make our team. Not everybody would be included, or some people wouldn't do anything, but we worked through it and came out strong in the end.
How was the communication in your group?
At first, everybody kind of avoided each other, unless they were working together on something. They didn't really talk. We didn't share ideas until the second day. There, we couldn't get everybody to quiet down, and we were all talking over each other.
We had to get an object, a pencil case, a ruler, a pencil, whatever, to use as a talking stick. We thought that would work, and at first, people still talked over each other. Soon, we came together and started to working as a team and telling each other our ideas.
How was your group using their resources for this project?
We used our Google Drive. We had so many documents that we combined them all after a while, but it was a way to stay in contact and record everything. Now we actually just talk since nobody is really leaving.
One of our biggest resources was the internet. We searched up the symptoms of the disease and we narrowed everything down to 1. That is how we answered our questions.
We also moved a lot. When we would move to a new area, we would look for things we could use that were there.
Edgar by Will Houston. There once was a man named Edgar who sent a really long letter to the head of school at the Bullis School. In his letter, he wrote that he desired to donate a check to the school he admired. Dr. Borman agreed for them to meet, but when they arrived at the meeting site, Edgar lied with all his might and told Dr. Borman that he wanted to buy the fine school. The answer was clearer than a mirror in a theater. Edgar was denied, so he replied, "Fine, I'll make sure you will die." Only a little later, a disease was catered to the school by a man on a mule. Undoubtedly, this was Edgar.